That package of smoked meat in your grocery cart right now probably never saw a smokehouse. A manufacturer can spray liquid smoke compound onto meat in a heated tunnel for a matter of seconds, and the USDA permits them to call the result smoked. They label it hickory smoked, applewood smoked, hardwood smoked, all legal, all describing a process that took seconds from a spray nozzle, not hours over burning wood. The line that tells you which one you are holding is simple. Flip the package. If the words smoke flavor, smoke flavoring, or natural smoke flavor appear anywhere in the ingredient list, the smoke came from a bottle. If those words are not there, the wood did the actual work. 5 brands are using the compound. 3 are not. Let's go. Number 5. Ballpark Smoked Franks. The brand has been in American ballparks since 1957. It was born in Detroit as high-grade food products, a founding brand of the American Summer Cookout. Ballpark Franks are now owned by Tyson Foods, the largest meat processor in the United States. Tyson Foods acquired them in 2014 when it bought Hillshire Brands for $7.7 billion. Look at the Ballpark Turkey Franks label. In the ingredients list, you will find smoke flavoring. It is listed explicitly. After mechanically separated chicken and pork, after dextrose and modified cornstarch. There it is. Smoke flavoring, not wood smoke, not a smoking process. A flavoring compound added to the mix. The branding is all Ballpark, Summer, American tradition. The product is mechanically separated meat with a smoke compound added at the factory. The smoke you taste when you bite into a Ballpark Frank was never generated by burning wood at any point in the production process. It was added the same way any other flavoring ingredient is added, metered in during mixing. That is number 5. We are just getting started. Number 4. Hillshire Farm. Smoked sausage. The farmhouse logo. The word farm in the name. Hillshire Farm has been making smoked sausage since 1934, when Austrian immigrant Fritz Berniger set up shop in New London, Wisconsin. That origin story is real. What followed it is not. Hillshire Farm is the same Tyson acquisition as Ballpark, the same $7.7 billion deal, the same corporate parent, the same industrial playbook. Independent taste testers who rank smoked sausages consistently flag Hillshire Farm as tasting lightly smoked, with thin smoke character, flat, and without the depth you would expect from real wood exposure. The explanation for that thinness is in the ingredient list. Smoke flavoring. There is a specific problem with the smoke flavoring route in sausage. Real wood smoke penetrates the casing and infuses the interior of the meat over time. The smoke compounds bind to the proteins through extended exposure. A compound sprayed on at production gives you surface-level smoke character with no penetration. The smoke taste disappears by the second or third bite. That is the eating experience Hillshire Farm delivers. The farm on the label has nothing to do with how the smoke gets in. Number 3. Oscar Mayer Smokies. The Yellow Band. The brand that has been in American refrigerators since 1883. Kraft Heinz now owns Oscar Mayer, the same conglomerate that owns the Kansas City Masterpiece barbecue sauce, which was formulated by a child psychiatrist in 1977 and sold to Clorox Corporation in 1986. Different product, same trajectory. Flip the Oscar Mayer. Hardwood smoked smokies and read the ingredient list. Pork, water, corn syrup, then less than 2% of the following: salt, potassium lactate, ground mustard seed, sodium phosphate, monosodium glutamate, sodium diacetate, potassium chloride, sodium ascorbate, sodium nitrite. Flavor: soy lecithin. Flavor is the smoke. Not applewood, not hickory, just flavor. The broadest possible descriptor the USDA allows. The word hardwood is in the product name on the front. The back does not confirm a single specific wood was involved at any point. consumer reviews on multiple retailers note the same thing. Oscar Mayer Smokies have changed. Longtime buyers describe a different texture, a less smoky taste, a product that is more like a regular hot dog. That is not an accident. That is reformulation toward cheaper production, with the brand equity from 140 years of name recognition carrying the shelf position. Number 2. Johnsonville Better with Cheddar. Johnsonville is genuinely a different company than the three above. Family-owned, founded in Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin in 1945, and never sold to a multinational. That history is real, and it matters for some of their products. The Better with Cheddar is not one of them. Independent sausage rankings flag the Better with Cheddar directly. The label calls it a smoked pork sausage, but the ingredients reveal the smoke comes from smoke flavoring. It seems odd that they would also need to add smoke flavoring if the sausage had been truly smoked. That observation is the tell. If real smoking happened, the smoke flavoring would be redundant. If smoke flavoring is present, it is because real smoking did not happen, or did not happen enough to produce the smoke character the product needed. Johnsonville's core bratwurst lines are unsmoked by design, and the company is honest about that. The Better with Cheddar carries smoked as a product descriptor while listing the smoke as a flavoring compound. The family-owned brand status does not change what is in the ingredient list. Number 1. Farmer John Smoked Sausage. Farmer John has been a Los Angeles institution since 1931. The murals on their Vernon, California processing plant, painted by artist Les Greames over 11 years starting in 1957, became a cultural landmark depicting pastoral farm scenes across the walls of an industrial meat facility. That juxtaposition is the story of Farmer John in miniature. The brand is owned by Smithfield Foods, which was acquired by the WH Group of China in 2013 for $7.1 billion, the largest Chinese acquisition of an American company at the time. Farmer John Smoked Sausage lists natural smoke flavor in the ingredients. The sausage is manufactured inside that Vernon facility, the one with the hand-painted farm murals on the outside. It uses the same smoke compound found in every other industrial smoked sausage on this list. The murals show pigs roaming through green fields. The ingredient list shows natural smoke flavor. Both are on the same product. Only one of them is describing what actually happened. That is the list. Before the good news, the honest framing, liquid smoke as a compound is not dangerous. The manufacturing process actually removes polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, the carcinogenic compounds associated with real wood smoke, at high temperatures. So in one specific sense, the compound is safer than the genuine article. The issue is not safety. The issue is that every brand on the bad list is selling you a smoke story on the front of the package that the ingredient list quietly corrects on the back. Most people never flip the package. The 2-second test is simple. Look for the words smoke flavor, smoke flavoring, or natural smoke flavor in the ingredient list. If it is there, the process did not produce the smoke. The compound did. If it is not there, the wood did the work. The 3 that are legit. Number 1. Nueske's Applewood Smoked Bacon. Wittenberg, Wisconsin. Family-owned since 1933, when R.C. Nueske started selling smoked meats from a panel truck at resorts in northern Wisconsin. The smoking process has not meaningfully changed since then. Nueske's prepares its meats in 16 steel-lined concrete block smokehouses, heated by open fires of applewood logs. Each slab is smoked for a minimum of 24 hours. The ingredient list is pork cured with water, salt, sugar, sodium phosphate, sodium erythorbate, and sodium nitrite. No smoke flavoring. No smoke flavor. The word smoke does not appear in the ingredient list because the smoke is not an ingredient. It is a process. According to chefs who use it professionally, Nueske's takes their time, smoking the meat for 24 hours, resulting in bacon that shrinks less than other brands, with a sweet and smoky flavor and a deep, rich profile. That depth is the difference between 24 hours over burning applewood embers and a fraction of a second of compound spray. The New York Times, Chicago Tribune, and Wine Spectator have all put it on their best of lists. The Specialty Food Association gave it gold 4 times. The ingredient list is 6 items. That's the whole thing. Number 2. Niman Ranch. Applewood smoked products. Niman Ranch was founded in 1970 on a single farm in Bolinas, California. Today, it is a network of over 600 independent U.S. family farms across 22 states. Purdue Farms acquired Niman Ranch in 2015, a corporate acquisition that so far has maintained the production standards the brand was built on. Niman Ranch bacon is slow-smoked over fruitwood in small batches, with center-cut strips of uncured heritage breed pork, seasoned with a touch of turbinado sugar, and no additives or artificial colors. Their uncured boneless petite ham is, according to their product page, slow-smoked over real applewood. Their pulled pork is slow-smoked over real hardwood and hand-pulled, with an ingredient list of pork, water, sea salt, and rosemary extract. The pulled pork has 4 ingredients. No smoke flavoring appears anywhere in the lineup. The smoke is verifiable because it is absent from the ingredient list. There is nothing to declare, because no compound was added. Niman Ranch is available at Whole Foods, Sprouts, and natural food retailers nationwide. It runs about $2 to $3 more per package than the industrial brands. That gap is the cost of the actual process. Number 3. Applegate Naturals. Founded in 1987 around what is not in the product. No antibiotics, no added hormones, no artificial ingredients, and no GMO ingredients. The brand was built on negative claims, a list of things they refuse to do, and the smoked products hold to that standard. Applegate bacon gets genuinely crispy in the pan, rather than steaming, with a real smoky flavor, a contrast to conventional grocery store bacon loaded with added water. The Sunday Bacon, their flagship product, has a short ingredient list without smoke flavoring of any kind. The smoke character in Applegate's smoked products comes from a real smoking process, which is why there is no smoke compound to declare on the ingredient list. Applegate is available at mainstream grocery chains like Kroger, Safeway, and Target, not just specialty retailers. At around $7 to $9 per package, it sits above the industrial brands, but below the specialty tier. It is the most accessible genuine smoke option on this list. One caveat is that Applegate was acquired by Hormel in 2015 for $775 million. Like Niman Ranch under Purdue, the production standards have held since the acquisition. Acquisition history is relevant context because this video is about the gap between what a brand's story says and what the factory actually does. Watch the ingredient list on future reformulations. You now know something most people pushing a cart through the meat aisle this weekend do not. The word smoked on a grocery store package does not describe a process. It describes a flavor profile that can be produced in seconds by a compound spray, and it can legally be labeled the same way as meat smoked for 24 hours over burning applewood logs. The USDA allows both. The front of the package does not tell you which you are getting. The back does. Flip the package. Look for smoke flavor or smoke flavoring in the ingredient list. If that phrase is listed, the wood was not used. If it is not listed, the wood was used. Drop the brand you are done buying in the comments. I will be in there.